This morning on Daybreak, paramedics in Taney County will now be seen wearing bulletproof vests.
And new details about a high-speed chase that happened in Springfield over the weekend.
Missouri State is expected to see a drop in enrollment this year. We'll tell you what Cliff Smart thinks about that and more coming up this morning for you on Daybreak.
Well, good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Monday, August 19th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. And for all those college kids out there, first day of classes, huh?
Happy first day. Welcome back.
Yeah, that's certainly how it goes. And hopefully everyone had a good weekend getting acclimated and adjusted, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I remember my first day of college, I had to ask for directions. So there's no shame in that. Better to be on time. And if you're not on time, you won't be the only one.
That's
so
exactly,
it's all good.
Yeah, that's exactly how you have to deal with it. No problem. Do you miss those days?
A little bit, but the first day really, hurts your tummy. You got a lot of...
very stressful.
Yeah, so I don't miss that.
We need to know. Beth Finello in for Lisa this morning. The walk to class, how's that going to be?
Yep. It's going to be hot.
Really?
Humid, muggy. I mean, anything you could think of that describes today. That's what it'll be like.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And it looks like for anyone who maybe doesn't live on campus, there's some fog to watch out for.
Yeah,
too?
just some patchy fog out there this morning. We're not looking at widespread or dense fog out there, but we've got a couple of areas just to keep an eye on. Parts like West Plains at 6-mile visibility and less than 2-mile visibility up in Clinton. Otherwise, we're starting off with a couple of clouds and temperatures very muggy. It is 77 degrees right now in Branson. We've got just a couple of showers on the radar, not looking at widespread shower chances. We are looking at widespread heat advisories, though. For today, our heat advisories will stay in our western counties. Those go into effect at 1 o'clock and stick around through 8 o'clock. Heat advisories area-wide through the day on Tuesday. That'll start at 1 o'clock and continue through 8 o'clock in the evening. It's 76 right now in Springfield, 72 in West Plains, 72 up in Rolla, and 72 up in Clinton, with dew points in the upper 60s and lower 70s, a very muggy and soupy air mass in place. By this afternoon, temperatures will be in the lower to middle 90s. Feel like temperatures in the upper 90s and some triple digits across the map is what we'll see through the day today. We'll keep the hot and humid conditions through the day tomorrow. Shower chances do return by the middle of this week, and that front that'll bring in those shower chances will linger around through the weekend. We'll do full details in a few minutes.
Thank you, Beth. To start off this morning, Taney County paramedics have taken action to increase their own safety with the purchase of ballistic gear.
Each medic has received their own bulletproof vest. Our Hannah Zettel met up with them and joins us now in the studio with more on this safety precaution.
Well, paramedics are often the first to arrive on the scene of an emergency, many times before that location is secured and safe. And in recent years, assaults on first responders have increased across the country. And while no firearms have been pulled on a TCAD medic, Lieutenant Jonathan Tudor says the bulletproof vests are a proactive measure that required a lot of planning.
Gear is not something you can go to your local discount store and purchase, as well as it's not a one-size-fits-all. There's all types of ballistic gear with all types of protection levels. So we wanted to find out what would be the best for us.
After reviewing incidents from across the country, TCAD chose to invest in the vests. Paramedic were sized for the new gear, and armor was designed for the best fit, comfort, and protection. The idea was first discussed over 2 years ago, and this investment required time for research, budgeting, and fittings. TCAD paramedics have developed a list of dangerous situations based on existing calls that will alert paramedics to scenes where they need to wear that body armor. Now, TCAD wants the public to know that this upgrade to personnel safety was not because of a specific threat, but TCAD invested in this additional layer to be prepared if there ever comes a day that they should need it.
Hannah Zettel reporting this morning. We move to some education coverage. After decades of growth at Missouri State, enrollment at the school is expected to drop this year. The news leader spoke with President Cliff Smart, who believes 3% or so less students will begin class today. He's pointing to a few reasons for the changes, one being the number of high school graduates decreasing. There's also more competition in school selection these days. There are fewer non-traditional and transfer students with employment being so high. And finally, political and economic problems around the world means less international students. With small numbers, though, comes less revenue and fewer staff. The university expects a $5 million loss, but Smart says they've already made budget adjustments for that. Leaders are also coming up with a long-term recruiting plan in September with input from the campus and community.
And just because non-traditional students are decreasing doesn't mean they don't exist. There are more cases of them on some campuses, as older students who are trying to get their degrees will step on foot on campus today as well. Color 10 spent an afternoon with Ashley Shine, who works as a firefighter full-time, works another part-time job, and still goes to college full-time too. She says it's definitely possible and shares her experience of working and going to school at 26 years old.
I never thought that I would be doing everything I'm doing, and I just keep saying yes to more and more stuff, and somehow, if you really want it, you'll make it work out. If you make a schedule and can plan it out, I think you can work it out. You'd be surprised what you can get done just by, setting a time and a goal.
Shine is currently getting her degree in emergency management and is hoping to graduate very soon.
In your political coverage this morning, we are just over a year away from the 2020 election.
Right now, there are some cracks in the armor.
We spoke with political science professor Dan Ponder on the strategy for both Republicans and Democrats ahead of that election. He believes Republicans are in the lead, but it could change if the economy goes downhill toward a recession. But Democrats will have to lessen the gap in heavily Republican-favored areas of the state. Yet the goal for both parties is to just increase voter turnout.
I think that's going to be more of a strategy in terms of issues for Democrats or left-leaning independents to put issues on the ballot through the initiative process and get them passed that way, as opposed to relying on a heavily Republican legislature. I still think Republicans are in a pretty good situation now, and they have been in Missouri for a number of years now. But there are things that are out there that, whether we want to call them landmines or not, that need to be navigated, and that Democrats are going to be looking to try to take advantage of.
Moving to some news around the Ozarks, Hickory County is joining a growing list of districts that are considering last-minute ordinances against big industrial farms. A new state law is set to take effect on August 28th, and that prohibits counties from making independent regulations on concentrated animal feeding operations, also known as CAFOs. The news leader reports dozens of people met this week in Wheatland, some concerned about CAFOs being too close to their property and water source. Bill McBrayer says waste runoff from big farms can pollute local streams. Several residents plan to propose rules to county commissioners to keep CAFOs a reasonable distance away. If approved, they would be grandfathered in after the 28th, but others disagreed, saying the new law means state rules govern, period. Plus, there may not be enough time for public comments and legal review within the next week and a half.
We have a Color 10 follow-up for you today as more details about another dangerous and high-speed chase that happened in Springfield this weekend. Late Saturday, you may have seen this crash on North Packer Road south of Kearney. The Greene County Sheriff's Department posted an update on what happened.
30-year-old Blake Neal is charged with assault, property damage, and tampering with a motor vehicle. He's currently in jail on a $75,000 bond. First, police say he was rushing through Springfield on North Glenstone, driving carelessly at high speeds. Neal then got onto I-44 and headed towards Stratford. An officer tried to stop him and even shot and struck his vehicle. But Neal sped up again, headed back towards Springfield, and ran a sheriff's patrol car off the road.
A helicopter was tracking the truck's position. Officers laid down spike strips and blew its tires, and it eventually crashed into a pole on Packer Road, then catching fire. Then Neal ran away on foot, stole a parked Coca-Cola semi-truck, and rammed two other vehicles. Finally, Neal and another passenger were arrested and taken to jail. Deputies believe Neal was impaired. Sheriff Jim Arnott later thanked all the agencies that helped out for that. Now, this comes just 2 weeks after Andrew Lynch allegedly killed 3 people following a high-speed crash at Glenstone and Kearney.
We are just getting started this morning on Daybreak. Up next, a look at the stock market after an up-and-down week.
Plus, the president responds to concerns about a possible recession. That's in your Money Watch. Stay with us.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.